Hi guys. With the new year coming up, Polly was right. There's more like black around the screen, and I'm holding the phone the same way. But anyhow, with the new year's coming up, I was thinking about something that happened to me that would be a PSA, public service announcement to all of you. Well, maybe some of you. So, how do I start it out? Okay, so I was in the grocery store, and I changed my backpack. I had one that was really old, and I had another one. I've had it for a while. So I thought I better change it before it breaks, because I have Polly's medicine as emergency medicine, my medicine, all that, and if it would break, it would be a travesty. So, of course, I don't know, it's just me. When I change, I don't always, it takes me a while till I remember where I put something. I've always been like that, I don't know why. Especially with keys. No, basically only with keys. My mom was the same way. In fact, she lost my house keys. So I called a locksmith, and as soon as he came, literally, I paid him, and he was walking out the door. We found the keys. That's the way it always works. But anyhow, so I was looking for my keys, because when I was going out, this real nice manager at the store, a young girl, and she always has someone help me. Because, I talk to people there. I just talk. I'm a friendly person. People talk to me. So she knew about, how I have not been feeling good. And they've seen me when I sit down. I feel like I'm going to faint. They've even loaded the stuff on the conveyor belt for me, at the beginning there when I was really, really weak. So she always has someone help me, bring the cart out. Especially like when it's snowing. If you don't live where it's snow, you have not realized the agony of getting a grocery cart to your car. And then the cart isn't open, as we all know. Well, vans don't. So anyhow, I was looking for my keys, and I usually either put them in the one pocket of my purse, backpack, I don't have a purse, or my pocket of my coat. So I went for the pocket of the coat first, figuring, that's where I put it because it'll be easier to remember. It wasn't there. I looked in the other pocket. Looked in all my pants pockets, front pockets, back pockets, pockets on a shirt I had. So then I looked in the part of the backpack where I'd usually put it. Wasn't there. So this poor young guy who's, the one who was going to help me, he's like, oh, do you want to go to the service desk and ask? I said, no, it's probably here, Just give me a minute, I'll probably find it. But then I started thinking, my car was beeping. It just beeps, it starts itself. I can't believe the other night I lost another quarter tank of gas, so I have to go back to the dealer. They have to, I don't know, they must have done something because it wasn't doing this. I don't know, but something's wrong. But anyhow, that's another video. So anyhow, I thought maybe the car beeped, so I pressed it again. Or I went out, that's right, I took my keys out and I went over again to make sure it was locked because my car just beeps at random. The key fob can be in the end of my house and I could be in the kitchen, which is at the other end, and my car could just beep. The key fob can be just sitting on an end table or a dresser and nobody's touching it. But the guy told me, oh, it's sensitive, like if you even breathe on it. Yeah, right. But anyhow. So, I was in the store. So I had a hard time finding the keys. So, like I said, I went out, checked my car when we were coming in. So I had the key fob in my hand. So I thought, we usually go to produce first. So I thought, and I have done this once before. I have laid down, well, it wasn't my keys, it was my list. And if I don't have a list, I don't know, I can't shop because I take a lot of time. Well, I used to when I used to, cook and eat, normal food. I would menu plan and I would, make, I got a hat on, but still my hair's not cooperating. I would menu plan and I would, write a list and everything. And for the person who said that I should write down the aisle numbers, I don't have to write down the aisle numbers. I put them in the order that I know where they are in the store. I don't know how many of you know your aisle numbers. I know aisle 9 has pudding and baking stuff, and aisle 13 has juice. I don't know why I know that. But anyhow, back to my story. So I thought maybe I went to the produce and set it down. Because there were so many people in the store, and I'm like, this is way too early before, New Year's Eve. But I think because the storm they're predicting, people are probably, shopping for that. So I thought, well, if it's there and no one turned it in, my car is gone. So he went up to the service desk. He said nobody turned in any keys. So he went back to the register, but I said, don't. I never, ever take my keys out at the register. It's hard enough to watch, that they scan it right. They don't scan too much stuff in, and they pack it not too heavy. And I have enough going on. I know 100% I would never take my keys out there because that would be an instant loss. You could lose it. I could. I don't know about you. So I said, okay, you can go up to the service desk because he really wanted to help. I don't know if he was new there or what. He says, no one got it. So I started to get a little worried because I'm like, I probably went to the produce and, probably put them down. And this is where the PSA comes for you guys, public service announcement. If any of you have a car, and I noticed the car they had to rent before when my car broke down, had a switch that you just press it and the car starts. I don't have that kind of car, so my car has a thing, but it's not for a regular key, it's for a key fob. On the fob is a car starter, and you put the whole fob in the ignition. Also, it has you click to unlock the door and click to lock the door. And also it has the panic button. So, I was thinking, actually not today, there was another day, I was somewhere where I haven't been. It was a big parking lot, there were a lot of people, and I usually try to look for a landmark when I park my car somewhere where I don't know where I am. But anyhow, I couldn't find my car that other time, and I pressed my panic button. I started to think about that time, and I thought, you know what? If I had left my keys, say in the produce, and I hate to say it, but there are dishonest people in this world. I mean, there are nice people, but there are bad people. Someone could just pick up my keychain and go outside. I mean, it would be risking it, because what if I happen to be there going to my car, say I went to my car and decided to take my keys out there. But these people that do stuff like this, I don't think they think about these risks about, taking someone's key fob. But what someone could have done is, in the produce, saw my set of keys, went outside, pressed my panic button, found the car, clicked the thing, got in, and off went my car. So I'm wondering, do any of you have that kind of car? Have you ever thought of that? And I'm wondering, who invented the key fob, and did they not think ahead? Because truly, if you lost your keys, just say in a grocery store somehow, like my medicine fell out of my bag, my antibiotic, and it was so busy that day. I mean, the store's been busy for the last 2 weeks, and it was so loud, I didn't even notice it. But again, I don't have a purse, I have a backpack, so that's a note to self. At some point, I should get a purse. I used to always have a purse, but Polly has so many medicines and an emergency kit, and it's a lot easier in a backpack. But not when at the cost of what happened to me. But anyhow, basically, like I said, say if you're walking around and, the front pocket of your jeans, they're not really, well, mine aren't big. It could come out, or even in the back pocket, if you bend over, there's any way it could, I don't know, at least to me that could happen. Y'all know I got bad luck. So if that happened, someone could just easily go beep, find your car, and take off. So I don't know what would happen in that matter, because how would that even work for insurance companies? Is that a stolen car, or is it your fault you lost the keys, or is it the people who thought of those keys, and why didn't they think of that? I don't know. I'm analytical, so I think about things, but I don't think like it just happened that one time where I was in a strange parking lot, didn't look for some a sign or a landmark where I was, and then when I was beeping my car, I thought of that. I thought, wow, someone could just find your keys and off they go with your car. So I just want to share that with you. So if you're a person who loses your keys, and I know I'm not the only one, be real careful with your keys, especially if you have that panic button thing on there, because someone could just take off with your car. So I sometimes misplace my keys, like if I'm rushing, I'll put it on the inside of the backpack rather than the outside. But I've always found it. But this time it took me a long time, and I really started to break a sweat thinking, I really think I probably laid it down. But thank goodness I didn't. I felt bad for the guy. He was like really trying to help, and then he said, we call manager. He must have said that 3 or 4 times. I'm like, no, I don't want to bother manager. They got enough to do. They got a lot of people. People were asking where stuff was and all, So I said, I'm sure it's on me. And it was. And it wasn't exactly. I started with my left coat pocket. And I think why I didn't find it, because when we go to produce, we get the bags and the little green ties. And I weigh the stuff so it's easier for the cashiers. Otherwise, they got to look it up. And sometimes the kids don't even know, I like dills. Well, I don't use them now, but I used to. So they might not know what a dill is as opposed to I think it's called an anise. They look similar. They might not know what a dill is. So I always, weigh it and label it, so they just got to scan it rather than look it up. And plus, then it takes longer, and then you might have a person behind you that's, I don't know if you had any of those people. I don't know why people, we're all on this earth, we're all in the grocery store, we all have to eat. Well, I have to eat, I don't get to, but, the point is, we're all here for a reason to get food, and we're all in line, and there's a lot of people, and just, I'd rather chat with someone than someone to be hissing and mad. So, I try to make it as easy as possible so, that doesn't happen. But be careful with your keys if you have this key fob thing, because that would be horrible. I mean, as bad as my car is, I still do have a car. I mean, there's some kind of problem, and I am going to go back, and I'm going to make sure they fix it, because when I went there, this wasn't doing this. So they're going to have to tell me why all of a sudden it's doing it. I'm sure they'll say, oh, it's just a new problem. But either way, I got to address it. I think I'm going to have to get that key fob, which is $305. And then he said something about programming. I would think they would be included with the price, but you know how it is in those shops. Like when I got my car out, I'd say 85% of the bill was labor. I mean, the juice, yeah, the stuff they put in was nothing. So, I don't know when I can get it, but I'm going to have to, because I'm wasting money with losing gas with the car just starting. So, oh yeah, I did take it back. That's right. And that's what he told me. He says it's very sensitive, so you need, no, he said you need one. He didn't say probably. He says, are you sure? He says, well, I'm pretty sure. So I said, so if I had $305 plus if it cost me, he said, then there's programming. If I had the money and I got the key, he said, and they have it, and I drive out of here, and then my car still keeps starting, and I keep losing gas, and then I'm out all that money. He says, well, then, that wasn't the problem. Or I could bring it back for $200. They could attach it to that machine again, or $300, whatever it was. I forgot. Whatever I said last time, the same amount. Hook it back up to the machine. Well, when you hooked it to the machine, didn't you find out what the problems were? Cars, teeth, and men. I don't know. But anyhow, keep an eye on your keys. So for now, don't forget to subscribe. We're almost at 500, guys. Just share this to everybody so we can get to 501 before New Year's Eve. It'd be so nice to start the new year with 501. Polly and I are trying so hard. I wasn't going to do Vlogmas after Christmas, but I thought I'm going to keep doing it because Polly wants us to get to 500. 501, whatever. We just want to do it. I just work so hard. So if you can ask your friends, whoever, to subscribe and watch us too. But anyhow, don't forget to subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, because a lot of people don't like it. A lot of people I watch, I was looking and I'm unsubscribed. I don't know why. I don't know if something's happening. There's glitches or what. Don't forget to share. Sharing is caring. Don't forget to pay it forward. It feels good in your heart. Polly's heart and mine. So for now, keep a good eye on your keys. Bye.